Hey y'all, welcome back to Homemade Simple. If we've not met before, I'm Lori. I love sharing videos to encourage you on your homemaking and frugal living journeys, and I'm very excited about today's video, mainly because I get an opportunity to thank you and to share a giveaway with you, and also because I get to share a few, actually 23 of my favorite things to begin the year 2023. The main reason that I wanted to share this video with you was so that I could find out some of your favorite things, and I just decided I would go first. First of all, thank you so much for the encouragement and the support and all of the subscribers that have come along in just the last couple of weeks. I have been floored by the growth of our channel here, and I'm really excited about the potential for this year and all of the things that we can accomplish together. So first of all, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you for entrusting me with a subscription to this channel, and I don't take it for granted. It is something that I really appreciate. I have really treasured all of the positive comments and all of the good feedback that y'all have been willing to share with me, especially on the extreme grocery budget video. So that is something that I'm going to really try to focus on, especially at the beginning of this year, is affordable grocery budgets and ideas where we can really save our money whenever we go to the grocery store and whenever we're planning our meals. When I began this channel in March of 2022, honestly, my goal was to make it to 100 subscribers by the next March. So in a year, I just wanted to have at least 100 subscribers, and then I would have felt like it was a success. So for my subscriber count to go so high so quickly was really encouraging to me. It was humbling to me. It really overwhelms me when I think about the number of people who have already seen that video. So I can't think about that too much, or it sort of makes me really self-conscious about it. But anyway, I wanted to tell you thank you from a very deep place in my heart. Thank you for the support that you've shown me, and I wanted to share the celebration with you. And so part of the reason that I wanted to do this 23 favorite things video is so that I could get an opportunity to ask you what some of your favorite things are, and I hope to use that feedback to sort of narrow in on some really interesting topics and content for those of you who are here and who are watching. So if you would be willing to share a list of some of your top favorite things, I would love to read all of those, and also as a reward for you playing along, then I will enter you in a drawing for an Amazon gift card. And also, if you have subscribed to the channel, go ahead and let me know that in the comments below as well, and that will be an extra entry into the contest giveaway. I will keep you posted about announcing a winner for that giveaway in my community section of YouTube. And now on to the subject matter at hand. So I guess what gave me the idea for this video is the Sound of Music song, A Few of My Favorite Things. I know that's a little bit of an annoying song, but I really like it, and so it made me think about making a list of some of my favorite things, and so I thought I would share those with you. But I really hope that you share your favorite things with me in the comments below. So number one on my favorite things list is my home, and more importantly, the people that I share my home with. We have a close-knit family. We love to spend time together as people grow up and move through the teenage years. That fluctuates and changes a lot, and so the family dynamics can change, but it never is going to change that my family and my home and the work that I'm able to do here is my top #1 love of my life in respect to earthly things. And so I really am thankful to have the opportunity to be a wife and a mama. And if you have that same privilege and opportunity, you know why. That sort of makes me emotional. Okay. No more waterworks. That we'll get the emotional one out of the way first, I guess. I didn't mean to have an emotional breakdown right here about that, but my family is probably not at all surprised by that. Number 2 on my favorites list, and these are not really in any particular order. These are just the order that I put them in. It doesn't mean this is the second most important thing to me or anything, but number 2 on my favorites list is MasonJars. I don't know what it is about a clear glass jar, but it just brings me so much joy. And you can put anything in it and put the lid on it and it looks cute. It doesn't matter if it's coffee or chicken broth, it doesn't matter, it'll hold it all. And I just love MasonJars, especially those tall, slender ones that really look like drinking glasses. I really love those. I'll try to put a link of some of the things in the list down below, and I'll try to make sure and link those because I think everybody needs a set of those quart-sized MasonJars. They're just fun and they just make your life better. Number 3 on my favorites list is I love cows, and I never really knew that I loved cows until we moved here. I guess it was a little before we moved here. I was like, I think I might want a cow, and I think that came out of nowhere, but I have thoroughly enjoyed owning my own large animals. It just somehow grounds me and makes me feel more engaged with the whole cycle of life and the food systems, and I just really have enjoyed owning my own dairy cows. I enjoy the birth process of getting a new calf, and I enjoy milking. It's very relaxing. I enjoy having fresh milk to share with my family and my friends. I just love everything about cows, and something about their demeanor is just really calming, and I really well, most of the time. Sometimes they can be really moody and hard to deal with, but for the most part, they are just calming creatures, and I really enjoy them. Number 4 is coffee. I love coffee. I drink coffee first thing every morning, and I try to at least have 2 cups of coffee every day. I like just sort of plain coffee, but doctored up a little bit with some fresh cream and coconut sugar. So if you haven't tried coconut sugar in your coffee, I will link the kind that I get from Amazon down below. You really need to try it. It's also available at Walmart and Aldi. Just give it a try. Trust me, you will be glad you did. Now, number 5 is going to surprise you because I know that I don't look like somebody that would say this, but I really enjoy spin class. We have joined the Y again after a long hiatus of being away, but the thing that drew me back to going to the Y was the spin class, and I almost die every single time that I go, so it's not like I'm really good at it, but it just is an enjoyable opportunity for me to sort of have some aerobic activity, to try to engage my body in some really intense physical activity. I just really like it. Sometimes my kids will go with me, sometimes Chris will go with me. I'm hoping that one of my friends will start going on a regular basis, and that will be a good opportunity for us to spend time together. But I just really enjoy the whole experience and atmosphere. So if you haven't tried spin class, maybe give it a go. Number 6, pizza. I love pizza, which is probably not good to follow up behind spin class, because there's a Domino's on the way home from spin class, and I am not too proud to nearly kill myself in spin class just to go to Domino's on the way home and get a thin crust Domino's pizza for supper. I really like Domino's thin crust pizza. Next on my favorites list is going to see eagles flying in the wild. I think they are some of the most beautiful creatures, and we have a state park here in Alabama where they have really been protected and allowed, the population has really been allowed to flourish there in North Alabama. So one time we actually were able to go watch the eagles as they flew around, and it was just beautiful and majestic. Number 8, y'all probably already know this, Alabama football. I love to watch football. I love the energy that it provides, and just the excitement of a close game is one of my favorite things. I just really, especially if you're able to be there in person and just feed off of the crowd. And I loved Alabama football even when we weren't very good, so it wasn't that I'm a fair weather fan and I just started liking them because they have been winning lately. But we've had some really hard Alabama football seasons that we actually endured season tickets in the freezing cold and all the losses, and I still love Alabama football. So whether we're good or not on a particular year, I just really enjoy watching football, and I like having a team that I pull for, and it just so happens that Alabama is my team. Number 9, I really like homesteading. I like the lifestyle that homesteading provides for me and my family, in particular for my children, and more focused in on Lane and the potential for his life being so nature-centered and nature-driven by being in a farming environment from his birth. I'm really looking forward to the opportunities that that's going to bring for him. My older kids, Camden really likes animals. The other two, they're not huge fans of the farming life. I love trying to grow my own food, and I hope that this year I will do a lot better in the gardening section of homesteading. I'm hoping that I will be able to do a lot better on growing more fresh fruits and vegetables. But nonetheless, I really enjoy the lifestyle that homesteading provides, and just the necessary part of being outside and being more active. I just really like the simplicity of homesteading. That doesn't mean it's easy, because it's not easy, but a more simple life, and I'm just really drawn to that. I just really enjoy simple living and thinking about living more like my ancestors did a couple of generations back, instead of busy hustle bustle kind of life. I don't really enjoy that much. Of course, I love thrifting. I like to go to thrift stores, yard sales, estate sales. I think it's more like the thrill of the hunt and trying to find a bargain on something that I really can use or need. What's wrong? I hate to admit that I enjoy shopping, but I really do like shopping. I think I've got something about retail therapy, but it's not really retail therapy. It's more like bargain therapy. I don't know. I do it probably more often than I should just because I get so much enjoyment out of it, but I really have to be mindful about not buying something just because it's a good price or just because it's cheap. I try to only buy things that we actually could use, and actually not only could we use them, but actually stuff that we like and want. I haven't always been that way. A lot of times in the past I had been a lot less selective and bought a lot more junk. I've had to declutter a lot. We've gotten rid of a lot of stuff in this house. I think that is one downside of thrifting, is you have a tendency to get more than you actually need or can use, but I try to be mindful about that. I still enjoy going thrift store shopping. Number 11, road trips. I love to go on a road trip, especially like somewhere that we haven't been before, and the excitement of going to a new place and making all of the plans to think about where we're going and where we're going to stay and what we're going to eat when we're there. All of those fun things that are centered around a good road trip. I just love that. It's fun to me to just be able to be in the car and see all of the scenery. When you have a family of 6, flying is really just not an option. So we might as well have a good attitude about going on road trips. But I really enjoy, our kids are good travelers. They just have always been good about getting in the car and going and not fussing about it, so road trips are fun. Number 12 on my list is Dutch ovens. I have 2 of them. I really like using them. I just love cooking in a Dutch oven. It's like just a crock pot that you can put in your oven. I don't know. I just love them. If you don't have a Dutch oven, I think you would really enjoy having one of those too. Number 13 is camping. I love going camping. We go tent camping. So I really only love going camping when it's good weather. We've been camping in horrendous weather, and I don't like that. It's not fun. It's not fun to freeze to death. It's not fun to be too hot. It's not fun like when it's raining all the time. But when you go and it's really good weather, and maybe even you are at a place that's just quiet and secluded, or you're with a group of friends and you're camping, that's always fun too. It's just like a digital detox and a family vacation all in one. I love camping. Number 14, I love my kids' crafts. I love their artwork. I try to hang it up whenever I have an opportunity. My kids are really talented, and so they have made me a lot of things, drawn things, painted things, crocheted some stuff. I like to put that out just so I can look at it and be reminded of them. I enjoy seeing and being surrounded by little pieces of them in different areas. Number 15, steak dinners are like my favorite kind of dinners. There's a restaurant around here called Texas de Brazil. I don't know if y'all have one of those. If you do, you need to save up the money and go, because steak dinners are good, but all you can eat steak dinners are just a whole nother ball game. I can out eat anybody at the table. Number 16, rodeos. Our family loves to go to rodeos. I used to barrel race in rodeos, so I like to watch that part of the competition. I think I like bull riding, but I'm too much of a mom to really love bull riding. It sort of stresses me out. If you've never been to a rodeo, that's something good to add to the list of a family outing sometime. I've already talked about homegrown vegetables, but that's number 17 on the list. I love to go out to the garden, get food, and bring it in and have it for that night's dinner. Something about that just makes me feel so accomplished. Like I have been a part of every step of that meal. I just feel really good and accomplished whenever I'm able to do that. I guess that's why I like homesteading so much, is it just brings a sense of accomplishment. So I really like homegrown vegetables. Number 18, this is probably on your list too, a clean kitchen. A clean kitchen is just a breath of fresh air that I don't get very often. It just is so refreshing to go into your kitchen and to have everything cleaned off of the counters and no clutter, a clean sink. A clean kitchen is one of my favorite things in the whole world. Number 19, essential oils and my essential oil diffusers. My friend Amy just gave me this diffuser. It makes it where the vapor that the diffuser is creating looks like flames, and it's just water vapor. I just love that thing. It's a, I'll try to find it on Amazon and link it. It's a Brookstone brand. If you find one of these, pick it up because it's really neat. And I love essential oils. I use them medicinally a lot of times. We also use them just to bring fragrance into the home without having harsh chemicals. Diffusing essential oils is something that I do pretty much every day, and it just adds a little bit of joy to the day. Number 20 is something that I enjoy doing, and that is stargazing. In the evenings, I never get to do this, but the few times that I've just gone out on the back porch and just looked up and been quiet and enjoyed the solitude of looking at God's creation at night. Something about that is just so relaxing and calming to me. It's something that I want to do more of this year, just sitting and reflecting and thinking instead of always having something to do, always trying to look at a screen, always doing the next chore that needs to be done. If I can just sit and reflect about the day, I hope to make that more of a habit this year, because it's one of the most enjoyable things that I know of that I can do, and it doesn't even cost anything, and I don't have to go anywhere. Number 21, good size coffee mugs. I cannot stand to get a coffee mug that is too small. If I'm gonna drink a cup of coffee, it needs to at least be 12 ounces, and probably 16 would be more ideal. I've got to have room for my cream, and I need plenty of coffee in the morning, so a good size coffee mug is one of my favorite things. Number 22, felt pens. Do y'all like to use felt pens? I love to write with felt pens. For some reason, I don't know, it bleeds through the paper, and so it's a hassle and a nuisance, but I love them anyway. But I used to buy flare pens, Papermate flare pens, but they've gotten ridiculously expensive, and so I was trying to find a more affordable version. Well, I tried a brand on Amazon, and it was not good. But then I tried the Pen and Gear brand from Walmart. These are actually even better than the Papermate flare pens, and they're half the price. If you like to use felt tip pens, you will really like these, and they are like less than $5 for 10 of them. I think you would really like them. And then number 23, last but certainly not least, is my husband Chris's Excel spreadsheet. I married a total nerd. That's not a disparaging term. He just loves numbers. He loves computers. He loves tracking things and comparing things. And so anytime that we have anything that we're looking at and trying to plan for, or trying to see some kind of pattern that's developing, or finances, I love to look at his Excel spreadsheets. He will print them off, and it'll be on this piece of paper like this big. I don't even know how you get a piece of paper that big. I'm not asking questions, but he just, and then he color codes them and helps me understand things. The way he explains stuff to me using those Excel spreadsheets just makes me feel loved and included and encouraged. He's really smart about numbers, and that makes me really thankful that he is leading our family in a good and wise way, and how he gets so much enjoyment out of just putting numbers and formulas in the computer and then throwing out this whole sheet that has all this information in it. It just makes me love him. I know that one day he probably will stop making spreadsheets, and that sort of makes me sad. Well, thank you so much for walking through 23 of my favorite things to begin this wonderful new year. I hope that you have had a good start to your new year. I'm really looking forward to spending the year with you, and I think that we can do really good things together. So don't forget to let me know your list of favorite things in the comments below. I would really enjoy reading those. Telling me your favorite things will get an entry into the Amazon gift card giveaway. And also, if you want another entry, subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments below that you have subscribed, and I will give you an extra entry as well. I'll keep you updated about the winner of the giveaway, and I'm really looking forward to reading about all of your favorite things. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for your support and for your encouragement. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.